Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Happy it's crazy because I say happy Thursday when we do this, but I release these things on a Monday. So happy fake Monday on a Thursday. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're well. It is another episode of the DisFluencers podcast here with Dave of Brandy and Dave. And today we have with us, joining us in the studio, virtually. It's like it's a fake real studio or something along those lines. At any rate, it is Will, better known as Travel Agent William. Travel Agent William on TikTok for some irreverent and informative Disney fun. It is. Will, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Doing good. Happy to be here.
Good, man. Glad you joined us. Welcome to the DisFluencers. Whatever you would like to say, all of the good fun things, man. Dude, it's all TikTok, right? That's all we need to worry about these days. Is that correct?
I don't know. A little TikTok, a little Instagram, websites. I don't know.
Right, man. Dude, love it. So obviously your name is Travel Agent William across all platforms. Where did that come from? How did you get into how did you become a Disney focused travel agent, if you will? All the fun things. So we're just starting.
So the name, I just thought let me back up, I guess. So we were at a meeting with our Disney liaison as travel agents at the Travel Agent William there. At the wedding pavilion at the Grand Floridian. And our lead came up and said, "Hey, y'all should do TikTok." And I just went, "Okay."
Now what year is this?
Oh, shoot. With the TikTok? This is, either, I don't know, 2019, 2020. I don't know.
So it
was after the pandemic. So I guess when Disney was reopening. It was around that.
Cool. So 20.
He said, this is great marketing. Do this. And I said, okay, what's the easiest way to convey who I am? Travel Agent William. and that's how it came about.
But okay. So real quick, this is mid 2020. How in the hell was Travel Agent William not taken on TikTok?
I don't know. I was the first one that had Travel Agent in the name. That's really? I was the one that started that.
You could have just taken Travel Agent, straight Travel Agent.
I don't know. Did I have?
I don't know.
Probably so. Oh shit.
I don't know, man. It's all
mismarketing.
It's all, dude. I'm just the Travel Agent to anywhere. Anywho, so you grab Travel Agent William, and there becomes the TikTok phenomenon, right? Yeah. But so how did you get into being a travel agent first? I mean, let's start there. That is not an easy gig, and you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, 7.5, I think 7.5 years, 8 years. But I guess so. I've been going to Disney my whole life since I was 2 years old, and I can tell my origin story, which again I don't even know if it's real at this point because it's such an early age memory, So it's kind of folklore more than anything. So my earliest memory is a dog jumped up on me and broke my arm. Okay. My second memory is at character breakfast with my little broken arm, and Mickey and Minnie came kiss my cast. They came kiss it. I got a picture of it. Really? Probably me in the picture. The memories that I have. But that was 2 years old. And then, so that's my oldest memory besides the dog attack. And ever since then, every 2 years we would go to my mom and dad would save up their money. They were two teachers. They would save up their money every 2 years and bring us to Disney World. So I've been going forever. So I was kind of ingrained in it. Went to college, did that thing for a little while, didn't graduate, started working for a natural gas company, then for an engineering firm. And I'm like, what am I doing with my life? This sucks. I got a family vacation with a travel agent one time because I was like, why not let them make money even though I know what I'm doing? I totally annoyed her to no end for months, being friends. Of course, Mike is going to text me.
Right.
And come on, Mike, you're not watching the live, Mike? Oh shoot! Hey, where was I at? I was at
You were you booked with a travel agent.
Yeah. So I made friends with her, and I wasn't happy with what I was doing. And my wife had finished her boards, and she's a physical therapist, and we had a little bit of cushion. And I asked her, can you make money doing this? And she explained, to me that you can. And I said, screw this shit. I'm gonna be a travel agent. So I went part time while I was doing the engineering thing.
Yeah.
And then when it became too much to do both jobs, I chose the more fun one. So.
Now, did you? I mean, obviously, you chose the more fun one, to for sure. But did you go into it like? So a lot of people, whether it's content creation or becoming a travel agent or whatever, when they go into it, right? It's always, I'm going to get there and it's going to be my full-time gig. Did you like consciously lay out that plan? Because this is good stuff. A lot of people just go into it thinking it will work, and then. So how did you really come to that?
So I do everything whole ass, nothing half ass. When you do everything whole ass, you get there if you do it hard enough. So like that's what I did. I hyper focus and use my ADD tools to just hone in on something and run through walls. And if you fail, you run through it again. Fail, you run through it again. Right. And if you do that, not very many people are willing to do that. Mm-hmm. But if you are willing to do that, you will succeed in anything you do. And that's what I did. I gave it all my attention, all my time. Any downtime when I'm out with the kids or something, I was researching, watching videos, going to the parks. When I go to the parks, it's been a little bit different lately because I've had friends with me, and I don't want to drag them along with my little missions. But I will like walk places and time it. I'll like take bus routes. I'll take monorail to restaurant from another place and see how long it takes. I just go kind of crazy with it. and that's what it takes to succeed, is just going that extra mile. So yeah, I laid all that out and I just ran through all the walls, all the barriers, and kept going until I was successful.
You're really timing bus routes yourself?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I thought I was nerdy. I thought I was nerdy.
Like I'll walk like slow from Hollywood Studios to Epcot, and then I'll walk fast and time it.
Dude, I once made it from. What's up?
I'll put us live on TikTok for a little while. So
love it. I once So long story, but my wife for our 10th wedding anniversary got me the snorkeling in the living seas deal. It's fantastic. It was awesome. But I'm the planner. She's not. She gave it to me as a surprise sitting at Sci-Fi Dine-In, and I had to be to the front of Epcot in 40 minutes. Okay. That was a walk. I could have 30 minutes. That was
well, okay, yes. You got to factor, yeah. So once you get to the front gate, it's about 17. So
front
to
gate,
Epcot, not gate to gate.
Yeah. Gate to gate is 17, but I had to get to the front of Epcot, so it's about 5, right? So 5 from the back of the park to
if you're stepping, yeah,
5 from the back of the park to the front of Hollywood Studios. 17 from there. I'm with you on this. 17 from there to International Gateway, and then you have to go down through and
across the park.
Yeah, you had to go across the park. So it was super fun.
She should have gave you a little bit better heads up on that.
Yeah, she didn't know. She should have for sure. She's also like, to this day, she's still kind of just shakes her head at herself that she didn't like say, hey, we got to change the reservations to Coral Reef. And like, this is pre-pandemic. Yeah. This is didn't matter when you would have park hopped and whatever. But yeah,
last
dude.
time. How many times, man? Hop whenever you could. Miss those days.
I know, man. So do I. So you put a lot of effort into the little things, I'm assuming, when it comes to being a travel agent. Are you doing planning on top of it for your clients?
No. So kind of. I put it where it's not like, so I'm not going to give you an itinerary. That's the worst thing you can do for somebody is give them an itinerary, because then they like try to follow that itinerary. When something goes wrong, they're like, well, now what do I do? Like, you can't have like branches coming off the itinerary where, oh, just skip that, go to this. It's too complicated.
Right.
So what I do is I plan their park day, like where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
I put their lunch or dinner, where at least I try to. Some people override me, in a place where they can't screw it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like you go here to here, here to here, and like you just do it on accident.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know you're doing a plan, because you have to be at this next place next. Right. And then also I'll give them, depending on the party size, I have a tip sheet which says you go to this ride first. You have to be early, rope drop with or without Genie Plus. I have those two different scenarios. And they go and like, so for example, Magic Kingdom, Lightning Lane, you get the virtual queue for Tron, Lightning Lane, Mine Train, rope drop, Peter Pan. Small World, if you can, it's just an extra thing. Then I call it second rope drop, which is will be Big Thunder and Splash. Now Splash is not there, so it's just Big Thunder. So you have two Lightning Lanes done. You have your Lightning Lane, sorry, I left this one out, Lightning Lane for Space Mountain, rope drop in Peter Pan, and then your second rope drop in Thunder. Well, you're done. Like, you got everything right there. You're gonna go to Pirates next. And then your Lightning Lane, Jungle Cruise and Buzz, and then you're just watching shows and coasting the rest of the day. Each park I have it kind of set up like that. So
I'm doing the math in my head. That's like 2:30.
You're done it. Well, so the thing is that it depends what you're doing. If you're hopping, it changes all of that stuff, because so you would set I would normally set those Lightning Lanes for 2:30, like the add-on, and then you're kind of at the mercy of the virtual queue as well. But that won't affect Peter Pan or Pirates and Thunder, so you're safe with that. So
yeah, Tron throws a big wrench into Magic Kingdom right
now. Guardians threw a big wrench in Epcot. Yeah,
good. Yeah, I always feel like with Epcot though, Guardians you just do when Guardians comes up.
Yeah.
If the secret to Epcot is don't go to Epcot, go to Beach Club and take a minivan. So get there early. Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Ratatouille, Frozen, Test Track. I like the rope drop Test Track sometimes, because it always breaks down and then you get a free pass.
Yep. It's actually that's a really good one. Ratatouille, Frozen, Test Track, Soarin'.
Well, but Soarin',
you can do it whenever. Yeah,
you can hit it. Yeah, you're gonna have less than a 30-minute wait at some point, and end of the night it's a walk on. So it depends. If they're hopping, it's a different story.
Right.
I did. So let me tell you this. Back in the day, I did try out YouTube with a buddy of mine.
Okay.
And we had one video up. It's actually, they changed. It was Travel Hodgepodge that I was working with my buddy, and now it's I think Travel Potatoes he did, and we did a Epcot in one day video. Then we realized how much editing goes into YouTube videos, and we said, "No, thank you."
Why do you think I do lives?
Exactly. It was miserable. It took we filmed all day, all day. He edited for 2 days, and the video got 2,000 views. We're like, no, we're out. We're done.
YouTube's super rewarding. I really enjoy it. The thing is you have to enjoy editing. You have to enjoy learning the software and shortcuts and all of that, right? The thing is now, it's crazy. If you have an iPhone, you can theoretically film everything on your iPhone, drop it all into iMovie, and have it all done and uploaded without even thinking about it, without putting it onto an actual computer. So much so that Adobe actually, in my estimation, just completely ripped it off with Adobe Premiere Rush. That
is that what it is? Is it like a phone version?
So it's actually multi-device. So when you pay for your Adobe Premiere Pro subscription, you get Rush, and along with Rush, you get 100 gigs on Adobe's cloud, right? So if you create something on your computer, right? So let's say you do film on a camera and you put everything on your computer, you set up whatever.
trying to put your name in here, so I can't type on there for some reason.
You're good.
Bill and Mandy, Bill and Mandy on YouTube, guys. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. But where was I? Yeah. So at any rate, you can upload all of your stuff and actually work on it on your computer in Rush. But if you have stuff on your phone that you want to drop in as well, you can pull up Rush on your phone and it's there. So you can edit on your phone, edit on your computer, and whatever happens on the other, it's all saved on the cloud. So you can go back and forth. So you can upload everything on your phone and then edit in Rush. It's been fantastic. I like it. I like it better for the quick vlog style, right? Where I've gone out, I've shot everything. It's usually in sequential order. You know, we're trip vloggers, to be honest. Like occasionally we'll be able to pull out some stuff and do a restaurant review or some you know, I don't know, whatever. Something like that. Or like a segment of it where we did a review of a party. Something along those lines. But we're trip vloggers because we're only there once a year, maybe more. But the point is get as much content as you can. I mean, the stuff that I'm putting up now is from July 2022. It's a year old. At any rate, I'll shut up now because I could could talk for a while. But
I need somebody to manage my videos. Like, if you just show me where my videos are in my phone, and then I can make content. I have so much. I think it was 15,000 videos I have on my phone. Like, yeah. And I don't know what to do with any of them. Like,
you need to find it. You need to find a teenager that my daughter does it for my wife. She, like, not just that, like her phone was just like 847 different apps, not in any sort of organization. And my daughter's like, my daughter had to like pull up, I don't know, Instagram on her phone for her once. And she's like, I can't handle this, Mom, and took her phone and just completely reorganized the whole thing. So that's what you got to find. You got to find a someone who is very, very phone savvy that then puts it all into different folders for you. That's always my question for everyone. Do you have them in folders, or is it just 15,000 videos? Right.
Like I don't even know how I'm here. Like, honestly, I have no idea how I got here. I was just making silly videos, and that's all I do. And I try to keep doing it. That's all. I don't know how I got here. Like, I shouldn't be.
So you jumped onto TikTok, right? You jumped on it relatively early in 2020. What was, I mean, I know you were spurred along by someone, but what prompted the type of videos you're putting out? You know, what were you shooting for when you really started doing TikTok? Was it just to promote the travel agency, or was it to put more of this information out?
Okay, so we've talked about this before, me and you earlier, but like, so I was watching all these videos on YouTube, and like Disney food blog is a good example. Fantastic food reviews, but then I would see their park planning stuff, and I would get furious, and I would yell at the TV and like, that is not right. Yeah, stick to food, guys. Stick to food. And I would, yeah, and then you know, I had clients that were like, oh, I saw this on Disney food blog. I was like, was it food related? And they're like, no, don't follow that. Then follow their food stuff. Their food stuff is the best anywhere. They're the best at food of anyone else. It's not even close. They know what they're doing. It's called Disney food blog. It's not Disney tip blog. Okay, it's not what it is. Now I get mad at it. So that was just always in the back of my mind. And then our liaison with Disney was like, y'all need to promote during TikTok. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do my ads on here. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do ads. So what I did was make stupid, silly videos that I think people relate with, like stuff that like the strollers hitting you, like the cost, or the tripping over the train, or the trolley tracks, or just like little niche things, like little animatronic stuff people don't notice and stuff like that. Right. And that's what I've always been creative. I've always wrote my entire life. I was in poetry club in high school, which sounds stupid, but I'm a writer at heart, and it gave me an outlet. And instead of doing what they told me to do, I went a completely different direction with it. Well, it worked, and it's fine. So
it's kind of how it always works, right? Like I subscribe to the hard sell isn't the way to go. I mean, you can see on any social media platform someone that is attempting to create content with the viewer in mind versus someone who is just creating content to hopefully push what they are doing. Basically, not necessarily like self-promote, yes, but self-indulgent content, right?
Yes.
And it's easily identifiable, right?
Yeah, like I see it as soon as I'm watching a video. As soon as I feel like you're selling me something, I'm done. Like this is not why I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok to be entertained, to laugh, to maybe learn something. Right. I don't want you to sell me anything. If you do something and I'm like, I kind of like that, I might buy something. But if you're selling me something, I'm out. I'm out.
Exactly. I mean, I'm okay with the true benefits or the true benefits and features. This is why this is better and done in an entertaining way that is looking at, hey, this might be helpful for you. But the hard sell of whatever, like TikTok specifically, I think that a lot of people that have done very well selling through advertisements on TikTok have done it completely differently than those people that have been able to leverage like Facebook ads, right? Like the whole A/B test, the Facebook ads, which one's going to get someone to click into a click funnel, yada yada yada, all that stuff.
I hate all that stuff.
So do I. But the ads on TikTok, I mean, I've bought, I know I have bought a pair of sandals for sure, just on their I think it was an Instagram ad, but it was a very TikTok-y Instagram ad.
Yeah.
And there is a zip up Oxford shirt that I plan on buying multiples of. Have you seen this one?
No.
It
zips. I will.
No, I know you will because I'm talking about it. Exactly. So, but it zips up and then it folds over and you can see the buttons and then it just buttons one at the top. It's freaking crazy. I'm super excited for it. Yeah. But anyway, so it's not a hard sell. It's look at this. It's going to help you in some capacity. Yeah. Like that's amazing. But anyway, so you went a completely different direction than you thought you were going to.
I just didn't want to. Like I just didn't want to go that direction at all. Like I was like, they wanted me to do it, and I downloaded the app for that reason. And then as soon as I started to film something, I was like, no, just not doing that. Like I'm an idiot. Like so, when I tell people I know how TikToks work, I know how to help you grow. I'm not gonna do it out of spite. I'm gonna go the hard route and like try to be funny and creative and whatever, and try to get it that way.
Well, there's a huge difference between getting a large following and having a rabid fan base. You know what I mean? People enjoy watching your stuff because it's you and what you create, as opposed to I manipulated the algorithm to get in front of a bunch of people that then hit subscribe, but really don't know about me, care about me, care about what I've put out there, and that really don't see the value in what I'm attempting to provide them value with. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, no, I get it. So that's the thing I try to tell everyone. Viral videos are not essential to success. They're actually counterintuitive a lot of ways. And I'll give you a great example. My view to post ratio was way higher before I made a hurricane video. I was just filming. I was just telling my audience that I was gonna be out for a few days. We had a hurricane barreling down on us. It was a Cat 5. It was named right at my house. And then in that moment, I'm filming and I'm like, hey guys. And like, I look around and I said, I'm just telling you this is when I come back, I'm like, this might not be here. And in that moment, you could see my emotion going like, I could lose my house right now. And it like hit my face and that thing went viral and it added probably 30,000 or 20,000, I think it's 20,000 followers on that video and the update videos from that. Right. That doesn't help you grow. Okay. And now I do have some amazing people that came from those videos that are that just saw my stuff after that. But viral videos like that hurt you. You want to show who you are, what you like to do, what you like to make. Because if you make things that you don't like to make, guess what? If you want to be successful, you're gonna have to keep making those things you don't like to make, and then you're miserable. So don't do that.
So do you
yeah.
do you think TikTok, and this is always one of those things that I can't wrap my head around. When it comes to TikTok, do you think you have to niche down specifically, or do you think that you can create a true community around your content being all over the place?
I'm the only example I know of that's all over the map. So for success, you should niche down, but for mental health, you should not. You should do whatever you want, what makes you happy. I'm serious.
Expand on that. For mental health, don't niche down.
So if you want to, like, if your goal is to make money and like become successful, sure, niche down, find this thing that some people like, and you have rabid supporters and all this stuff. But it's not you. Like if it's not you, it's going to be miserable to make. And something I've seen it, man. I've seen people spiral. They're like, I can't get the views that I've been getting and stuff like that. That isn't like, you can't focus on that stuff. You have to be you. And if you works, then you're happy. But if it's not you and you're making these videos, it's going to suck. It's going to be hard to do. And I refuse to ever do that. And that's why you'll see like a long edit. I did one like of Cad Bane and the Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Like it got no views, but I don't give a shit. Like it's like I enjoyed making that video, and it took me like 4 hours to edit this stupid little clip that was 1.5 minutes, and I thought it was amazing. TikTok thought it wasn't amazing, but I don't care.
So the one that gets me, and it just makes me shake my head every time I see one, and apparently I watch them way too much because they pop up all the time. And there's a couple different takes on it, but it's I'm stuck in the 200 view TikTok box. Hopefully this sound helps me get out, or this X helps me get out, or whatever. I think every time I see it, it irritates the ever living piss out of me, just because that's not bringing value to anyone. That's not even entertaining to people who are other creators. Like it sucks.
It does. So if that were to happen once on your feed, like it kind of shows your humanity though. Like if that's what's going through your head, say it. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's you, but don't like keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like say like, oh look, this is what happened. And be your authentic self. You know, like show what's bothering you, but then come back stronger. Like do something you love and you're passionate about.
And that's my thing. It's okay if it's mentioned in conversation, but most of these aren't. It's I'm going to. Well, I mean, you remember late 2020, early 2021, when if you wanted to get views and you wanted to potentially grow followers, you would put the 5.5 second clip with a trending sound over it with a bunch of text so that everyone would read it.
Oh my God. Okay. You want to annoy me?
Basically, yeah, go for it.
You want to annoy me? Do that. That's what I'm saying. You want me not to watch a video? Do that. Because like you're doing nothing. Like you're literally just like you're tricking someone to watch your video at that point. It's not good for your page. It's not good for like if I try to read this stuff and there's nothing in this text that's like any value to it, and like you just repeat the sound over and over, it's like you're using me to read this right now. I don't want to see that.
Right. Well, my thing is that there are some that are hella funny and have something to do with the video that's in the background.
That's perfect.
I'm 100% fine with that, right? Like I'm pretty okay at those little quips, right? Like something that is in context to what's going on, a one-liner, if you will, might be 27 words long. Cool. I like that type of content. I do. But a static picture, word, learned nothing.
Yeah.
Felt nothing.
Not funny. It wasn't emotional. It wasn't like anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Annoying as shit. To be honest.
I agree.
Yeah. But again, I guess to go back to my stuck in the 200 trend, right? Like I get it when people mention it. I get it when people talk about it, and I understand your whole point. Like if you're feeling that way, go for it. But like frustrating as hell when you're good.
Dude,
Frustrating as hell.
I'm not turned off.
You're fine.
The one thing we didn't go over before.
Right. You're fine. Don't worry. Listen. It's an important text message from a client. He's got to take a 15-minute break.
That's a dumb question. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad. No, but so at any rate, that's where I'm at. I've been stuck in that $200 for years on TikTok, so I'm not super concerned. I just enjoy making the content.
So to get out that hole, this is what this is how big of a weirdo I am. I will randomly pop in someone's live. I have no idea who they are, and I see them doing this, and they're like, "What am I doing?" I'm like, "Hey man, what's up?" Or "Hey, like whoever it is, like what's up?" And it's like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm trying to learn this thing." And I'm like, "Well, just do something you love. What do you love?" "Oh, I don't know. I just want to do TikTok." And I'm like, "Stop. You got to just find something you love, find a niche, post about it, make videos about it, and you're good." And I do that all the time. I just give people advice, like random people, just random advice. Like I'm telling you, I'm a weirdo, man.
And no one listens to it. That's the best part.
No,
like that's great advice.
So actually, usually no. Usually nobody listens. They're like, "Oh, I don't care, whatever." But there was a girl the other day that she said she liked to do makeup. So I was like, "Hey, do your makeup then, and go to your Amazon storefront, put stuff in there, and when somebody asks you about the makeup, say, 'Hey, look, I have an Amazon storefront with this makeup in it.'" Right. She's like, "What?" That's simple advice. If you don't, I don't do it. This is another thing. I don't follow my own advice. But if you want to make money doing it, I don't do this.
The club.
But if you want to make money at this, that's not my goal. My goal, I already have a travel agent job, and we sell shirts, Castle Life Creations. But so if you want to make money at this, like just put an Amazon storefront, and if you love the stuff that you're talking about, people will go look at it and possibly buy it. And that's passive income, guys. But I want to go back. So like you're talking about stuff that'll wreck your account.
Yeah.
CapCut edits will wreck you. The CapCut edits
really
will wreck your account. Oh, yeah, well, that's not you. That's not you. You're not on the video. Like, so if your video is you doing stuff and you do a CapCut edit, that's a meme. Like, so are you a meme account or are you a you account?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can't be both, unless you're like me that puts random stuff all the time. But like, you can't be like, "Oh, I want you to watch me because of this meme." "Oh, but I want you to watch. I want you to think anything of me." So you can't do both. Like, so it just kind of like unnecessarily puts your algorithm out there where people will follow you for the memes, but you're not making the memes anymore.
Right.
You know, you're trying to. "Oh, hey, I'm reviewing the pickle slush from epcot today." No one cares, and no one's gonna see it. Like, because they followed you because you did a CapCut meme about tripping on the trolley tracks. Yeah. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Is this gonna keep happening? Oh no.
It's all good. Yeah, that's crazy. So I'm with you on that, and honestly, I think it goes back to something Rob said, where a couple of these podcasts ago. Want to get your take on this, right? So you look at a lot of stuff that gets put out there.
How do I silence this?
What's that?
Who has an Apple? Who has a Mac? How do I silence the text messages?
There's a thing on the side that you just like click.
No, but it's on my. Hold on, I'm gonna tell my family to stop texting.
You can put it on airplane mode, or you could.
I already got it on there. Stop texting. I'm on a podcast. I'm on a podcast. Thank you very much, family.
This clip's going on TikTok, just so you know.
God damn. It just bing, bing. Oh, they're sending credit cards over here. What are we sending credit cards for? Oh, they want to split the poly bungalows. Oh yeah, that's real. It's a lot, guys.
Right. Good luck. Have you done the poly bungalows yet?
Have I done the poly bungalows yet? Look, just because this Club 33 bag's back here does not mean I can afford a poly bungalow. This is just me getting invited and spending $100 on a bag that I'll never use. It'll sit on my shelf.
That really wasn't what I was going. I mean, you are a travel agent. Have you been in one yet?
No, I haven't even toured them before. I've seen like the pictures. I've never sold one. Let me tell you about that. So I'm the worst salesman on the planet. Like I'm serious.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
but the reason I'm successful though is because I sell a lot of smaller things. People will call me, I want the Polynesian bungalow. I want that, and I'm like, but do you want to spend $25,000 on this vacation, or do you want to stay at the beach club? Okay, for $20,000 cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing time, and then do a VIP tour or something like that.
Yeah,
you know,
better
like,
pool. Yeah.
Yeah, so the money just flies out my pockets, but people respect me for it. So
you just almost cap cut memed yourself. You sure about that? You sure about that? It's true though. I mean, my big thing is always Disney is expensive no matter what you do, but it's all about how you spend your money and the value that you want to get out of it. And
exactly.
And that thought process goes a lot further, I'm assuming, with customers than, hey, why don't you add this? Why don't you add that?
Yeah, I'm not doing that to my people.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
That's how I'm. If I have to give something to travel agents out there is they preach to you. You go to these trainings. You go to. I shouldn't say this, but Disney tells you to upsell, all that stuff. No, you don't. So if you have a client that's really wealthy and wants those crazy perks, sure, sell what they want. But always think about, okay, when they get there, are they going to look at the price they had before at Caribbean Beach versus Grand Floridian? And they're going to be like, I could have saved $3,000. This is not that much different than that. You don't want them to ever say that, because then they're never coming back. You go to somebody else that'll sell them a better vacation.
Yeah. No, I mean, as we've gotten older, I mean, so the early trips were pop, like Coronado pre-tower, like that when Coronado never filled up.
Yeah.
Coronado
love Casitas 4 and 5, non-preferred. Hell yeah. Give me that. First bus stop? Hell yeah.
Which one's Casitas? That's when you're looking out at the lake, it's to the right, correct?
So hot tip, 1 through 3 is preferred, 4 and 5 is non-preferred. It changes. Sometimes the first bus stop is the tower. Sometimes the first stop is Casitas. It's been flipping back and forth the last few years. But first or second bus stop, you're right by the so it's the buildings to the right. If you're looking at the tower, the buildings to the right. Okay. You just don't want to be in rancheros. Rancheros are the ones way in the back. You can be in Cabanas on the left, Casitas on the right.
Or you do want to be in them, because when they were the rancheros way in the back, we stayed there when they first redid all the rooms. And then we minivanned it everywhere. No, actually we didn't that trip. actually we didn't. We didn't that trip. We were right at a bus stop, and it was the third bus stop. Yeah.
Bus stop. There's only 4.
I know. So what? You're so good.
What are you talking about?
We were only there for 3 days. Then we switched to Yacht Club.
So. It's the same price. So rancheros being in nowhere, middle of nowhere, right there, with a little Texan vibe going through.
Yeah.
Middle of nowhere. You're not by the pool. Mm-hmm. You're not by the. You can be sort of by the pool, because Cabanas is the one right by the pool.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that if you book a preferred room, it's Casitas 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Right. 4 and 5 are not preferred rooms. So you can book a standard room and still request 4 or 5. You're close to the lobby. So
yeah, no, I'm with you. We always enjoyed Cabanas, but I think they made them all. Are they all preferred now?
No, none of them are.
None of them are preferred Cabanas? Really?
Cabanas
did they put
Casitas 1, 2, and 3.
Did they put suites in some of them?
There's suites in Casitas. It's 1-bedroom suites.
We stayed in Cabanas. It was solid. We stayed at the tower the year that it opened, like 3 weeks after it opened. That was a vacation that will never be rivaled, because we got the rooms for $169 a night on average in the tower.
169?
Yeah.
That's a great price.
It was crazy good.
Those prices skyrocketed in the last year and a half.
It went from, hey, we want to put people in here to, oh, people want to be here. We're going to charge $330 a night.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's stupid. Don't do that. Don't pay $330 a night at the tower unless you really want to go.
Yep.
And then I'll put you there. But like, it is nice. It's nicer rooms.
Yep.
You have good views of all the fireworks and stuff like that. Dahlia Lounge, most underrated lounge on property.
Yes.
Get the. Have you had the gin and tonic?
Yes.
Orange
at Barcelona?
No, at Dahlia.
We had them all over. They were that whole Barcelona's the one downstairs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do they have a gin and tonic down there too?
It's all a gin bar.
Oh, nice.
Barcelona has two of the best drinks that you can get on property.
Hit me up. What is it?
One's the Armada, which is like their take on an old fashioned. Okay. Super good. The second one is basically it's a gin menu. At least it was before pre-COVID, but it was a gin menu, and you could go through and say, all right, I want this gin, this tonic, maybe a syrup, and whatever. And so they would make I had elderberry syrup, an elderberry tonic gin and tonic, and it was banging, dude. So good. And I'm not a huge gin guy, but it was so good, man.
So the one at Dahlia there's an orange infused gin and tonic. It's got a big bowl with a sprig. I think it's rosemary. A sprig of rosemary just jammed into it. It is delicious, and nobody even knows that exists. Like, I've never heard anybody say, "Oh, you went to the Dahlia Lounge lately?" No, it's not a thing.
So when we stayed there, Brandy and I would go up there. I'll bet you we went up there 5 nights on a 8-night trip there. Kids were asleep. And this is the beauty of staying in the tower, right? It's like, okay, we're
right there
3 floors up, so we can run up there and do that and whatever. Yeah. But like, Dahlia Lounge is fantastic. Toledo is completely underrated and no one talks about it anymore.
Yeah. So hold on. So have you had it post-COVID though?
No, not.
See, I have not either. So you know what? Me and Mike have a mission next trip.
There you go.
Leo,
yeah, dude. It's I would do Toledo's again for sure. It's definitely pricey, but it's solid. It was good food. Dahlia's is a lot of fun to just hang out in. You don't get that. I mean, the only other place that I enjoy as much, I guess there's 2. One is Bellevue at the Boardwalk.
Okay.
Not many people go there. It can get a little busy, but it has one of the best whiskey. At least it did. It had one of the best whiskey selections on property.
Mm-hmm.
It was only rivaled by Misner's, which is now fake Misner's. R.I.P. Misner's, man.
Pour it out for homies.
Yeah, right. And the other one is actually Ale and Compass Lounge.
Ooh, you had me.
Why?
Oh, Ale and Compass is bad. Like, what do you drink there? Tell me what you drink there.
I'm normally just grabbing a beer. I mean, the thing is, but Ale and Compass as a spot that not many people are there. It's
agreed.
It's the bar that is the latest open on property.
I've done it a few times.
So we were there for Galaxy's Edge opening, and we BS'd our way. So we took a minivan from the Poly. We were at Trader Sam's, took a minivan over at like 11:30 at night, right after Poly closed, or Trader Sam's was closing. We went over there. We were waiting to go stand in line to wait for Galaxy's Edge to open in the morning. And we saw that it was open till 1. So we minivanned it over there. Didn't have any trouble getting in through security, all that BS. And at 1:45, they come out and go, so it's last call. And we're like, okay, well, like, so since the bar is part of the lobby, because technically there's no way to close it, you guys don't have to leave. So how many drinks do you want?
Okay.
We're like, 2. And they looked at us. They're like, only 2?
I've gotten bottles of wine before.
Right.
At Ale and Compass, and then drank it on the beach.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it
not
is
saying,
nice. It doesn't close. It's nice that it doesn't close. Like that
I,
front part. You're
yeah,
right. They close those back doors.
yeah,
They won't close the front.
no. And my thing is that it's not like one of these, oh, it's the best X, or it's just no one goes there. It's right there. But if you can take advantage of that spot to just chill. And
Yeah.
the whenever they actually have it on the menu, the do they still have the lobster roll on that one, or did it move to Cruise Cup for
Not
lunch?
sure.
Lobster roll is the best on property.
Okay. Another thing I have to add to the list.
$20, and it was probably this big, just lobster everywhere. So good.
Okay, so I had Columbia Harbor House's lobster rolls all the time, and then when I was in Disneyland, shoot, what's the name of it? The oh shoot, I'm gonna forget the name. The lobster roll by the pirate ship. Disappointed. The one at Columbia Harbor House is better than Disneyland's, and Disneyland has better food than Disney World almost every time. Like almost everything they have in Disneyland is better. But like they had, like this lobster was like sent through a
shredded.
Yeah, shredder or something. Like, no, I want chunks of lobster in my lobster. I don't want like a. So I was disappointed about that last trip.
I wish that they would open a Tangaroa Terrace on the East Coast with Trader Sam's.
Well, I mean, you kind of have it. You
You have Captain Cook's. I get it.
No. The outside of Trader Sam's. You have.
I know, but the menu's not the same.
No.
The food menu there is banging, dude.
No, I agree. I love that. Dude, it's so hard to get a reservation in there. Like, it is so hard to get in the Trader Sam's in Disneyland.
Yeah. So I've been to Disneyland once. It was for D23, right? When I saw you. Yeah, that was it.
Oh, yeah.
Been there. I spent 4 hours in Disneyland. I spent the evening at Oogie Boogie, and that's all I've done at the parks out there at all. But I think I've spent 5 hours at that Trader Sam's.
Okay, fair enough.
It was solid, man. It's hella different.
My favorite part of Trader Sam's, I think you do it on both coasts, is the shrinking of the chairs. Have you seen that? Mm-mm. Do you not know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh God. Okay, so if you order a shrunken head, the bartender will hit a button under the bar and shrink somebody's chair. So, like, dude, there was a 6'5" biker eating chicken wings off the bar like this. And I was like, does he know? Does he know his chair went down or not? Because the chair just go. Dude, it's hilarious. This dude had a full beard, like leather jacket and stuff. And he's eating chicken wings like he's a 5-year-old at the bar.
That's hilarious.
Oh, it was awesome. But I'm pretty sure they do that in Disney World as well. I've never seen it done, but I'm pretty sure they do that as well. Right? That's the best. Like, that was my best memory of Trader Sam's 2 trips ago. Was that the bartender said, "Watch this," and pushed the button, and it just shrank down.
Dude. I don't know. It's so tough as someone in the Northeast to look at what the value of going to Disneyland is versus Disney World. It really it's tough to make it a thing.
So for flights, or is it what?
For everything, right? Like if I'm, I again, my wife teaches. I work a day job, right? So when I take vacation, I'm usually taking a week and a half at least, and we're going to Disney. Like that's just what we do. Yeah. If we were to say we're going to Disneyland, we're probably taking 2 weeks and doing a bunch of what's SoCal, and that's not a Dave gets to go on property, hang his hat up, and lock his cell phone in the safe and not look at it. That's what I like to do. That's why I like Disney World better. I just always have. Always.
You can turn off. You turn off in Disney World. Can you just turn it off and just?
I shut off. Yeah, man. I'll check my email like maybe twice.
I'm always on, man. Like always. But I love it though. You have to love that. If you don't love it, it's miserable.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm never off. Like I'm always on. I'm always making relationships. I'm always talking to friends. I'm always checking quotes. I'm always like answering people. Like,
I'm talking work email specifically.
Okay, so I guess yours is different. Oh, if I had a regular job, no, I would turn that shit off.
Yeah, heartbeat. So yeah, that's 100%. But like, don't get me wrong, I don't like I turn that off, but I turn on the whole creator whatever. So it's we got to film this, got to do that, got to do whatever, and still enjoy a vacation with the family. So,
are you doing D23 next year?
I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it, man.
Oh, go. Let's bump that up a little bit.
All right, maybe 60-40. When I left the last one, I'm like, I can't get the vibe, man. I wasn't staying in a Disneyland resort. I was, you're walking through Anaheim and it's just not right, dude.
Was this the first time?
Yeah.
First time's rough.
Yeah.
Coming from a Disney World person, first time in Anaheim is rough. You don't get it. You don't get it at all. Like, so I'm going to describe your experience when you walk down Main Street.
Yeah.
You're going to turn through. You turn through, and oh my gosh, I'm here. And you look up and you go, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I did that.
And then you look to the right and you're like, that's Space Mountain. That's Big Thunder. Yeah. That's the Astro Orbiter. That's the matter. What the hell is going on? It blows your mind.
Yeah.
It's like, did they not think of sightlines? Like, did they not think of sightlines in this place? Nope. But tell me this. So how long did you spend in Disneyland?
Like 3 hours. I wasn't even planning on going into the park.
You might not get to this point then. So like this first time I walked in Disneyland, I just did the same thing you did. But then I went on Pirates. Mm-hmm. I'm riding and we dropped. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Yep. And I'm like, wait a minute, we should have been done by now. And we had like 3 more scenes and stuff like that. And then I rode Big Thunder. And look, I am a big proponent of our Thunder and that Thunder is 2 different things. It's not the same thing. Ours is just as good as that one, but that one's so much smoother. Ours will wreck your back. Ours is kind of like Space Mountain, Big Thunder, and Disney World will, give you a back displacement. In Disneyland, you can have a smooth ride. It's a little bit, you have the explosion scene after and stuff like that. Yep. It's just completely different. So you didn't stay long enough, I don't think. Did you get to that point where you were like, okay, this is pretty cool? Or you never got to that point?
So I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it has a different vibe. The parks have a different vibe. Once you're inside their smaller bubble, right? Like, so it's weird. Yeah, you got to get in that. But like, it's weird to be like, hey, there's Disneyland and turn around and there's California Adventure. And that's just odd.
I thought you were going to say Taco Bell or like the.
Well, that too. I mean, that too. But like, I mean, you're in there, you're between the 2 parks and you look and you see all the Oogie Boogie stuff, right? Because that's the time of year that it is. And you're like, all right, that's cool. Looks good. Turn around. You look like this is the other park. Like this is confusing, right? And
that's awesome, though. That's the best part of it.
There's no travel time. I get it, but I wasn't park hopping. I wasn't doing X, Y, and Z. We weren't planning on going into Disneyland. Luckily, we had a cast member friend who had some passes, so we went in. But like, rode Pirates. Pirates is awesome, but it's weird because it's different. Not the ride itself, but like the beginning of it. Like you're like, this isn't piratey. This is New Orleans.
Oh, the gate. Oh, yeah, but okay, that makes more sense though.
Yeah, I guess.
Look, I'm a world person. Yeah, world is better. But Jean Lafitte and the Pirates, that's New Orleans. Like that's New Orleans lore. That's where I grew up on.
Okay.
My uncle, this is not true, but my uncle always says that my aunt was a pirate wench for her ancestors were a pirate wench for Jean Lafitte. That's our family history.
That's hilarious.
History. It's not true at all. But
right.
That's what he told all the grandkids and all the kids. But so that's a lot to me. I love New Orleans. New Orleans Square is my jam. And look, their Splash Mountain is gonna fit so seamlessly into New Orleans, to the mansion, to the bayou. It's going to be so seamless. Ours is going to be a mess. Ours is going to be an absolute mess. But theirs is going to be so seamless. It's going to be, you're actually transitioning, because if you go to New Orleans and you go to Baton Rouge, so you go, New Orleans is all the French Quarter and all that stuff, all the wrought iron and the river boats and stuff like that. And you transfer into Baton Rouge, which is all the plantation homes and stuff. And then you get down to my neck of the woods, you're in the bayou. So it's going to flow seamlessly. Now, I don't know what Pooh's going to be doing down there. Pooh's going to be hanging out down there by himself in Critter Country. We don't have Pooh Bears.
That's so that's interesting. We ended up like not for nothing. This is how that night went. We hit Corey was streaming, so we walked around. He streamed for a while, ended that. We obviously went and checked out Galaxy's Edge, even though I've been
same
there
thing.
before.
Well,
it's the same.
It's not exactly the same though. The entrance, the way you walk in both times. Oh, there's 3 entrances at Disneyland. But I think the Rebel, like walking up to the Rebel area, is like that. I don't know for sure. I didn't analyze it, but it feels vastly different.
It is.
The very
it is. When you go in like you're coming from Baseline Tap House, and the equivalent of that there, it's completely different.
Completely different.
Completely different feel. And then you get in and you're like, I don't know what coast I'm on.
Yeah. Once you get to certain points, it's
the only reason that you know what coast you're on is because you walk up to Oga's and you can get a reservation without thinking about it.
Where? World or land?
Land.
Oh, so you can't book it previously. It's the hardest thing to book.
Got it.
Prior to going. But walk up maybe easier.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. It wasn't even that late at night. We just walked in. We're like 4. They're like, okay, cool. It'll be might have said it was gonna be like 40 minutes or so. They might have said it was going to be an hour. And we walked over, rode Smugglers, and while we were on Smugglers, got called. And it was like 20 minutes later. So it was cool. I mean, the big thing that they have is Marvel Campus, which I absolutely loved, right? Like I could have spent all day or hours of that party just hanging out there just to see what's up. Now, granted, it was Oogie Boogie, so you had it. I'd like to actually see it non-party, just to get a feel for the characters walking around. Yeah,
you have to come hang out with us. Let's go see it. Let's go see the. I'll show you Disneyland.
Right.
Because here's the thing. So there's only Ariel, Soarin'. I think that's it. Ariel. That's the only 2 things that are clones. Everything else is different.
But they were showing they were showing Soarin' over California at the time.
Well, so different,
which was awesome. I hadn't seen that in years.
I prefer it.
I do too.
Just please, all I want them to do is change the Taj Mahal. Give me anything else. Give me something that's actual real. Like I don't want a Windows 98 version of the Taj Mahal with people walking around like this.
It's like Minecraft, Sims. Bro. It's bad.
It's mine. It's slightly above Minecraft. It's so bad.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh, it's not that bad." I'm like, "What are you looking at right now?" Like that is Windows 98. I feel like the paperclip's about to pop up. He's gonna pop up and ask me some questions. Yeah. What? You need some help?
It's really Soarin' over California was visceral. You knew it, right? Like you even if the film was a little grainy when it got old, you know what I mean? Like it did a good job remastering it. I didn't really. I mean, it was okay. It was good, man. But like it felt like you were flying through a Nat Geo real film
because it was real film.
Yeah, and then we have I am surprised every time I go on Soarin' and the polar bear at the beginning isn't holding a Coca-Cola this time. I feel like they're gonna add it in. Yeah.
Throw them back some good. Yeah, I feel like they made it right before CGI was there.
Got really good.
It was like, oh, we're gonna make this. Oh shit, CGI got good now.
It was 2013, man. It was like, Lord of the Rings is the. Well, that's when they would have made it, 2014 or 2015, right? Whenever it came out.
Redo that stuff, Disney.
I know, right? You know, it's the one thing that if they really wanted to, they could go do they could redo it and do a better job, right? Like
with a GoPro.
I think so.
With a GoPro. Like,
I
could film a bunch of stuff on a drone and just send it to Disney. Hey, Disney, this costs $0. Just put it on there.
That's kind of the thing, man. Some video from drone footage right now is insane that you can buy $700 for that DJI Mini or whatever it is, the DJI 3.
You strap if you're brave enough to strap a camera on a drone, you can do it.
It comes with one.
No, I'm just saying it.
Yeah,
you're brave enough to bring a camera up on something.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know. Could you imagine if they went back and refilmed the waterfall scene with a drone that's even closer to the water? Like, take 10 and get as close as you can,
and just shake it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, on Flight of Passage, how they like shake you and drop you and stuff. All you do is do one little, and you go through that waterfall, and then that'd be amazing,
dude.
Absolutely.
Flight of Passage is what Soarin' could be.
But tell you what, so okay, both of those rides are amazing for so many different ages. Like, so small kids, elderly. My grandmother, who's I believe 85-ish area. I haven't been counting. I don't know. But she and her brother, who's even older, came off of Flight of Passage like little kids. They were like, "Oh my god, that was the best thing ever!" Like it was like it was like my grandmother and my 5-year-old were both like, "That was amazing," and that's special, man. Like that's a special ride that can do that, you know, and like that. So I would never forget that. I asked her the other day. She's creeping up on 90 now, and like I was like, "Granny, you gonna come back?" And we call her Granny. So, Granny, you coming back, Disney? I want to. She's like, I want, dude. She scooted around on like full blast.
Yeah,
we were at Geyser Point. Yeah, we're at Geyser Point on having drinks, and I see. I guess how old was Marie? I guess she was 7. They're not supposed to do this, guys. This is a disclaimer. You shouldn't do this. Shouldn't let the 7-year-old drive the scooter. But it was not my scooter, not my problem. My child, so kind of my problem.
Not my scooter, not my problem.
Yeah. But like Marie flies by. I'm having I think I had a Moscow Mule, but it was a twist on it. It might have been like a Tennessee Mule or something. And I'm drinking, enjoying the view, and I see Marie flying by, and I see Granny coming behind her. Like, what is happening right now? Like, what is happening right now?
What?
So I had to get up and like, look, Marie, you're not supposed to be driving that scooter. Get off of there.
That's funny.
That's good. Have you been to Geyser?
Yeah, I love Geyser. It's solid. We've had drinks there several times. It's funny because we've said like, hey, we're gonna go eat there, and then we get over there, we're like, not that the menu's bad by any means. It's just like
good. It's good.
It's great. We just weren't hungry. Like it was one of those where it's like, we'll wait. We're running over to XYZ later. Yeah. I love it. The space is fantastic. The only thing that sucks is we're summer people when we go there. So you go from it's like 95,000 degrees to go hang out there in the afternoon. So, but we were there in
the area, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I love Wilderness Lodge.
Me
Absolutely love it.
Only drawback is that boat. Like that's the only. Yeah. If monorail connected that resort, you're talking about like probably second to best. It is second best resort on the loop if it was looped in. It'd be Polynesian and then Wilderness.
Yeah, I agree. That's why.
Are you a Grand Flow fan?
Grand Flow?
Yeah,
love Grand Flow. The issue is we've stayed there once, and it was. So it's actually. I don't want to say a funny story, but it was the year that the yacht club redid all their rooms.
Okay.
Love you, kiddo. We ended up staying in the yacht club in a new room for 7 nights and then transferred to Grand Flow for like 3. Okay.
Yeah.
And we got a hell of a deal. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's go check it out. And requested one of the kind of like junior suites, the one with the little jut out in I forget what building that is. Is it Largo? Key Largo?
So which one?
No, I forget. I forget. It's into the left. It's the furthest left that you can get closest to the park.
Oh, that's the one that's across the. No, okay, shoot.
No,
I normally know this. Something. Say okay. Say okay.
I think so. I think that was it. Anywho, so the rooms were like we checked into a '90s hotel. Like it's before it's been redone. So now they've been redone, correct?
Yeah, with Momo's furniture. Like it's got like Momo's
it was
furniture.
bad, man.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was a fantastic experience. I enjoyed the hell out of it. My wife still claims the Grand One is her yacht because we would sit there. We had a balcony that was right over the where the
dock. Yeah.
Dock. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. Damn it. I'm like the port. Like that's not a freaking port, you idiot. Anywho, so we enjoyed the hell out of it. You could look to the left and you could see Space Mountain. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Felt out of place, bro. Just did. And honestly,
who feels in place there? Who feels like they belong?
The thing is the Grand Flow is like our super secret, don't tell anyone, gatekeep it place to go hang out for 3 hours and then go back to the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
We don't gatekeep it. We talk about it all the time. I'm being a smartass, but
I'll tell you this though. Like I think there's no places that you can hang out anymore. You have to like really hunt for them now. Like there's like I was at Grand Cow. I didn't stay there. I was just going to hang out. I went to the bar and stuff. They had people in those chairs 24/7. Every chair, every rocking chair in front of the fireplace. I was like, God damn it! Stop telling people.
I know. Was that D23 or was that?
No, that was just now, like last week.
Right. Yeah. So that bar is fantastic. We spent a lot of time. I forget what it's called.
Craftsman? No. Craftsman's outside. Oh shoot. Me and Becky went there. I don't know. But it's good.
Rose. No.
Hearthstone.
Hearthstone. That's it. Yeah. Fantastic. Enjoyed the heck out of it. I remember back in my day, before Enchanted Rose, which I had a personal issue with until I went there a couple times. Had a personal issue with because it destroyed what I thought was the one of the best hidden gems on property, which was Mizner's.
Yeah, for sure.
But we would go there, and we still do. Just find a spot to sit and hang out and take in some AC. But now we've kind of changed it where we'll go to the Poly and eat lunch, and then hop on the monorail and go over there when Enchanted Rose, rope drop Enchanted Rose, basically. It's 3. And get one of the seats outside. And it's like you're in the lobby. The piano's still playing. You're still there. You have a great view.
No band, though.
That's what sucks. I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
They do need to bring that back. It was fantastic.
Sure. You need enough money to be there. You got they gotta bring it back. Yeah. But here's the problem with the Enchanted Rose is that there's 2 rooms now, right? Well, they don't open that room until they need it. So they jam the bar full of people and you can't get in, and you're kind of at the mercy of, are they going to open the other room up?
Yeah.
And that's just stupid. I mean, like, people are just sitting, hanging out. They're going to buy stuff, open the other room up. You know, like, open up the library with Cogsworth.
It's like, I understand that they're up against some staffing issues, and like, it's just so frustrating that Disney doesn't, that they've regressed to the mean so much. Instead of being the standard that everyone shoots for, they're like, oh, we can do that too. We can do that too. We can do that too. It just, it bothers me. Like things like that. Like, why aren't both rooms open?
There's no reason.
There's no reason.
No.
The lights are on.
You have to wait longer? Like what? Like what? I'll wait longer for a drink then. Open the room up. Like,
yeah, so what?
I think it goes like they get these things like, oh, you want to make it scarce, you want to make it popular. Well, nobody cares. Like nobody. These are people coming from a hot place outside, want to sit down and have a drink.
Yeah.
If you make a point, they're gonna leave. They're gonna go. They're gonna go back to the resort and go to sleep or something.
Yeah.
They're not gonna go.
Yep.
You're not directing them to another bar. You know, and then the servers can make more money. You know, it's like it's a win-win situation, and they feel like they're very short-sighted on some of that stuff.
I mean, I understand you don't want to overwhelm the servers, you don't want to overwhelm the bar staff. I get that, but that doesn't mean that you have to cram everyone into one room. I mean, you
worked bar before?
Yeah.
Have you worked? Okay, so I want that. Overwork me.
I do too, but that was also at Ruby Tuesday. Not at a place where people are paying $28 for a drink, and it's not coming for 20 minutes. That's in my eyes, that's a different story.
Yeah. I guess we're arguing server versus like bar back versus like the bartender versus the server if they have a server.
Yeah, I mean, bartender wants their bar full all the time because it maxes out.
Yeah,
and I'm with you.
And I think that everyone should wait tables at least once in their life. Because when somebody says something like, "Oh, my food was this," I'm not leaving a tip. I'm like, I look at him like, you never worked in a restaurant before, because you have to know that your server had nothing to do with that.
Right.
The person that was serving you, filling your waters and your Cokes and you want your extra cherries and stuff and all this crap. No, bro. No, bro, it's not. That was somebody in the back of the house that messed something up, and they want to get you that food perfect, because the more perfect they do it, the more money you give them. So don't. I just roll my eyes when I hear somebody say something like that. I cringe too.
Daniel Tosh had the best line. Is like, everyone should work service industry for 1 year.
Have to.
That's it. Then you'll figure out why your ranch isn't so freaking important. It's like,
nobody. You want your ketchup on your steak? Is that what you want? Let me find ketchup in this restaurant. We don't have it.
We'll figure it out. Nah, it's I'm with you, man. I was the triple seat me guy. It's like, cool. It's rock and roll.
Dude, I've been places. I've done everything. I've waited tables. I've bussed tables. Everything. So you need to do that to respect it, though, for real.
100%. But yeah, no, hanging out at Grand Flow is fantastic, for sure. I gotta say, Grand Cali is like a great combination of Grand Flow and Wilderness Lodge. Like, you get all of it.
The best part, though, is you just step into the park. Like, it's unreal.
Yeah.
Like, people like, I'm not paying that price for Grand Cal. I get it. It's stupid expensive. I understand that. But if you can't afford it, you stay at the Grand Cal, because, oh man, my stomach hurts. I use the bathroom. Do I want to go to this nasty bathroom, or do I just want to go 2 minutes to my room rent? Like, where can you do that? Like,
it's crazy.
Oh, I love it. So, dude, you got to come to D23 next year.
I know. It's people are trying to talk me into it. I'm trying to.
Well, I'm gonna talk you into it.
I know you are. It's all good. Dude, I enjoyed it. That was the first con I was ever at. It was crazy, and we got Marvel too. So
I didn't go into it, right?
No,
I didn't even step foot in there because my whole goal was I want to be there. I just don't want to do that shit. I don't want to do that. I don't want to wait in lines. I don't want to oh my gosh, can I see this panel and be like way in the back or something like that?
Right.
No, our goal was I'm going to ride Big Thunder and get the same information you're getting and have a blast. And then we want to talk about that. I'm going to high five you. That was awesome, right? Yeah. Cool. I just wanted to be.
It was a cool experience, right? And maybe I would do that because I mean there were creators out the wazoo there. I mean, a lot of people were there.
How many creators were not in there? Me.
A lot.
Just me. Just me. That wasn't in it. Everybody was in there. I was having fun. I was eating churros.
It was a weird way to get what panels you got, right? Like, here's a lottery, whatever. So Shep and I, we somehow both we drew Marvel and we drew Parks Panel. Those are the two that we cared about, and that was it.
You want Parks.
Yeah. So so we were 5 rows behind Chapek in Parks. So we were dead nut center. It was solid, except for they said nothing about Disney World, and it was like, are you freaking kidding me? So,
no, they got a Moana Zootopia thing coming.
No, we don't. We're thinking about maybe potentially talking about it at a meeting on Tuesday.
Blue Sky.
I don't mind Blue Sky. I'm cool with it. D23 is not the time to Blue Sky anything.
No, that's a Tuesday in June. In June sometime, you drop there's a Blue Sky art thing. Like, what is that? Do you even know what it is? What is the stuff they dropped? Like the Moana picture on the water. What is that thing?
Recently, or the one from D23?
Just tell me what they're doing with Moana and Animal Kingdom. If you can explain it to me, I would love to know. Because it looks like it's just a picture of a skiff.
That's
their little
what it was. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't understand why they would do it anyway. The real win out of what they said is if they do destroy Dino Land and put Zootopia in there, it makes sense. Why is Moana going there? It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it makes zero sense. I like Dino Land. I like it. It's needs some work. It needs some love. But I love that is the most detailed land that to the person that walks up to it and doesn't know what they're looking at looks the least detailed.
It's fair.
You see what I'm saying? Like there's so much detail in that place. That's a roadie. It's a roadie special right there. Yep. You know, you're walking it, and that's good though. You want the super fans to find little things, but the thing they missed on was they didn't catch the casual fan. You know, you need to catch that too. But dinosaur itself needs to be buffed or something. Something needs to be done.
Yep, needs something.
I like the games. Because I grew up going to Disney World one year and then Six Flags the next year.
Right.
So I'm a theme park person, a theme park kid. Mm-hmm. And I love playing those games with my dad. Like I love I'm pretty damn good at the milk jug toss. I'm pretty good at nobody's good at the ring toss. Except they are, they're long.
No.
But so I went to Paradise Pier, Pixar Pier now. Right. And I did the little. I guess you didn't do this. You throw the pieces of corn in Heimlich's mouth. Is his name Heimlich?
No. Yeah.
Is that his name?
I don't know.
What's the caterpillar's name? Heimlich?
Oh.
That can't be.
It is now.
From Bug's Life.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
Was he named the Heimlich maneuver? No.
Was it Heimlich?
Yeah. But I was dead set on winning that game, and I love that kind of stuff.
That's
so
awesome.
I don't mind that being there. But
isn't it San Francisco now?
No, that's that was Pacific Wharf, which I understand. I understand why you're confused on that because it's so forgettable.
That's fair.
It is.
That's fair.
I don't judge you at all for forgetting that because everyone forgets that. Because it's Pixar Pier, and then you walk past, and I don't even know what the hell it is. Is it Cars Land, Pixar Pier, and then there's this little section that has 2 restaurants and a bathroom.
Right. In the games, right?
No. The games are at Pixar Pier.
No way.
Oh yeah, there's almost nothing there. It's just you get the birria tacos. Birria?
Oh yeah.
You get that, and then they have the Lucky Fortune cookie, which has pho and stuff, I think, or pho, yeah. But it's pretty forgettable. So when I first went there, I had no idea it was a thing. It's this little wonky bridge that's supposed to be the Golden Gate Bridge, which does not in any way represent the Golden Gate Bridge. It looks like you're walking across a ditch, basically.
Look, that California Adventure is a park that is completely disjointed. It's very similar to Hollywood Studios at the moment. Yeah, crazy. What was I gonna say? Something about food. Oh no. You were asking about the Zootopia or the what's going on with Dino Land. I don't know. Something needs done. I mean, if you look at what has happened in the last decade, You had the addition of Avatar Land.
Mhm.
Then you had, you had Fantasyland redo, Avatar Land, Galaxy's Edge Land. Now you have weird, we're going to destroy Epcot's front land. So what's next?
So much wrong with that. What's next on their agenda?
It's going to be Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom.
It's gotta be. So we're gonna have
which
that
is
weird...
why we got those 2 blue skies, because that's just kind of rotating through what the parks quote unquote should get.
What even is the blue sky for Magic Kingdom? Like, what is
Magic Kingdom was over, what's over behind Big Thunder Mountain? What's over behind there? So they were talking about Encanto Land, and they're talking about Villains Land as the 2 potentials for over there, if they were to do that.
Villains Land? It didn't be a park. Just make a park. You have all the IP in there.
Fifth Gate would be great. Villains Park would be amazing.
I think we need to fix.
Not going to happen.
Finish Epcot. Finish it, because I say finish it because I don't know what's going on there, because like there's just a big old gap in the middle that should be grass. Like, I think we're even losing the statues and stuff. Like, it's going to be Moana's sprinkler set. We have a little, some little food booths and stuff. I mean, are we getting Dreamer's Point anymore? Is that still a thing? No, we're not even getting a statue. That's weak.
I thought we were getting a statue. We're just not getting the multi-level dealie.
No. That's okay. That's the festival center. So we lost that for sure.
The festival center we're getting. We're just not getting the multi-level.
Yeah. Oh, so this should be a first floor?
From what I understand, there's going to be a festival center-ish there.
What I saw was like a live music.
We lost the Play Pavilion, which I think is it's not happening.
I don't know. I think it's still on the table.
It probably is. It needs to happen. That building needs to be utilized.
Absolutely.
There's no reason not to.
They could have just turned the lights back on in the back rooms and powered up the machines and then did that, because that would be awesome. Did you do that as a child?
Yeah. Body Wars, all the fun stuff.
Did you do baseball stuff?
Like are you talking about? You're talking about Communicore East and West. No.
Like, so at the Light Pavilion, you could
the sports stuff.
Your baseball swing analyze. You'd have a video on that. I listened to none of the tips that guy said. Is Brett? What's his name? Brett. God dang it! Is a Yankee? Brett? I don't know. Old baseball player. I swung, and he's like, "Okay, son, now curl your foot and do this stuff." And I just swung again. And he was like, "Okay, good job." Get out of here, dude.
So from what I understand, and I mean, take it or leave it, but just turn the lights back on, bring Body Wars back, redo something, put it in there. But I guess they completely, when Star Tours was running and Body Wars was not, they took all of the spare parts.
I heard that. Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah.
What, did we ever find what's his name from Cranium Command? We ever got him back?
I don't think we did. I don't know.
It'd be hard to turn him back on.
Yeah, right. They took everything out because they made it the festival center for the longest time, and then they moved that to the Odyssey because they were going to put something in there, and now there's nothing going in there. So they need to utilize it. They do. It's frustrating. But by the way, Steve walked through Moana last night.
Okay.
For one of the play tests, and he said, now take it with a grain of salt because Steve loves everything.
Yeah.
He said it was awesome, and from a picturesque / if you like to take Instagram photos, it's really cool. It's just gorgeous. Now we'll see, but
yeah,
I don't understand.
What's that? It justify shutting Epcot down for that long?
I don't think it does.
No,
I don't think it does.
I have a shirt I bought like 3 years ago that says like construction walls, and it's fading.
Right.
That's how long this has happened. Like, I can't. Oh gosh, I can't even.
No,
I'll have motion. The day those walls come down, I might cry because like it'd be like, oh my god, it's back.
I know I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure I made a TikTok in early 2020 called Walcott.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. That's a long time ago. That's the one thing Disney needs to do is figure out how the hell to hire enough contractors to do this shit and to do it quickly.
It's not changing your mind. Just like the budget's there. Just spend the money. It's not like what is $200,000 going to do to them? Nothing. Stop cutting budgets like just to save a little bit at the end. Like just put it through. But like, so what do you think Moana's? Okay, so you know them. What is Moana? I think I'm interviewing you.
What is Moana? Apparently, I was only half listening, to be honest. It was Steve. No, I'm kidding. No, it was he walked through. There's some stuff you can play with. He said there's some cool things like where the water will go like as high as your hands are, right? So you can like throw it like this and it'll go up in the air, like stuff like that. Like so. A lot of water play, a lot of cool places to take pictures. It's basically a walkthrough. It's not really an attraction. It's just something you can go look at, right? So I think the Moana version of in front of Journey into the Imagination.
So does that mean we're going to lose that? Because that's those fountains. I'm tied to those things. Those things are my
dude. I know. Yeah,
like
I know.
I love that they never fix the one that falls short. Like I'm serious.
Yeah,
I think there's an Imagineer. That some intern comes up and he goes, "Hey man, can we just turn this pressure up on this jet?" He's like, "No, dude,
no,
I love this."
Yeah,
there's one Imagineer, and when he gets fired, because he will get fired one day,
he's gonna retire. He's just sitting there smoking cigarettes.
Oh yeah, he's chain smoking cigarettes. Like, no, bro, you don't get this.
Yeah,
you don't understand how it works.
You don't understand, engineer intern.
Yeah, shut up, dude. Like the jet's supposed to go short. That's how we hit the kids in the face.
Exactly. And they love it all the time.
That is, I guarantee you, that is a story that hundreds of thousands of people tell. Is that, oh man, I got my kid to walk in front of the fountain, smacked him in the face.
Hey, come here. Catch
this one.
That's
I mean, fun. Like seriously, that's been broken since like the 90s.
Oh yeah, it has. I don't know if is it actually broken though. Like at this point,
not in this sense, no. I mean, it's the way it is.
Right. It's crazy. So are you a festival guy at Epcot while we're there? You a fan? Do we need to do something different? Yeah.
I love the festivals. The worst festival is the Festival of the Holidays. I don't know why that exists. Okay. We should just stop because like everything's terrible, or it tastes like peppermint, right? I mean that's the goal. Throw some peppermint into it, and it's the holidays,
right?
I love the festivals. I love the booths. I would not be mad if they set up permanent booths everywhere. Like I would, because and have a festival going all the time. Who cares? Like what is regular Epcot? Do you know? I don't know.
It's I've never seen it. There's no festival.
Yeah, it's like there's literally maybe 7 full days or 10 full days throughout the year. There's not a festival now.
No, it's more than that because it's like 2 to 3 weeks. It's 2 to 3 weeks in between each one.
Oh no!
Oh, it was 3 weeks between these two.
Was it?
I thought it was.
Okay, still. So you have like what 3 months total, or like less?
Not even that. I mean, it might be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and whatever. I mean,
what's your favorite festival?
I've been to one. It's been Food and Wine.
You've only been to one?
Yeah, dude. I travel in the summer.
Dude,
we went. So the first year that there was Festival of the Arts, we missed it by like a week and a half because we went down for race weekend.
Love Festival of the Arts.
Everyone loves Festival of the Arts. I would love to go down for Festival of the Arts. It'll probably happen at some point. My wife and daughter have been to Flower and Garden. Next year, they went for my daughter's 12th birthday. My son turns 12 next year, so he and I get to go on the father-son trip. So we'll be at Epcot for that. We will obviously be riding Guardians like 47 times because it's his favorite ride. So we got to figure out how to do that.
We'll figure it out. She just isn't somehow. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
There's a way. Well, dude, buy one virtual queue one. That's just what it comes down to. You ride it twice and go from there. So I'll get to experience that one. I mean, I think Food and Wine's tapped out. I think we need an overhaul on Food and Wine. I've been to it 3 times.
They cannot do. This is a passionate thing on my part. They cannot do Cajun food at all.
Right.
It's not. I'm not being this prick about it. You can't do it. Like they think that like Old Bay spice is northern shit.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with Cajun.
Like it's like, oh, they sprinkle this. It's terrible. They always add one extra ingredient. So they had like a crawfish andouille, clam something boil. Like I'm like, where'd the clam come from? Like where'd the clam come from? And you don't have to put andouille and everything. Nobody even likes andouille down here. And I feel like they just shove it in every Cajun dish, and it's terrible. It's like just get some Cajun dude to come up there and cook gumbo. Oh, that's the thing. They shove okra in the gumbo at it's a chicken and sausage gumbo.
Right.
Does not have okra in it. It doesn't. It definitely doesn't have tomatoes in it. Disney Cruise Line. Disney Cruise Line does not have tomatoes in it. That's not a thing. Guys. And like it's just an etouffee. Make an etouffee. Make a Creole. Make a Creole red sauce. Something. Stop doing what y'all doing. They're just making it sound like Cajun stuff.
They're just using words that people know, and then they're saying,
yes,
"Ooh, this is good."
I feel like they do that. Somebody like Googled it. What's Cajun stuff?
Right.
They Googled it. Andouille. Andouille sauce is Cajun. Let's put it in there.
It's actually, and I mean, if you think about it, you have 2 resorts at Disney World that are themed after the Bayou.
Yeah.
Walt loved it. How do you not like take pride in that? Like you, especially now, especially after, you know, the Splash Mountain redo into Tiana, right? And they put out that huge, but they put out that huge promotional thing where a bunch of creators went to New Orleans to look at stuff.
What they go look at?
Well, they obviously didn't look at menus.
No, they didn't look at menus. Like, dude, it's so easy. It's called butter, allspice, and garlic. You just put that in there, and that's it. That's all you need.
Is that it?
Extra stuff. Yeah, hot sauce, but not like, oh, I'm putting some Tabasco on there. Stop it.
Right.
Stop it.
Right.
You get some good hot sauce, and like you just cook shrimp in that. Barbecue shrimp. You're done. That's all it is. It's amazing. It's butter, garlic, and allspice, and that's it. You can't mess it up.
It's
they threw okra in there or something.
Well, it's just interesting, like how many world-class chefs come from that area. How many chefs can't you employ one? Can't you employ one?
Look, you ain't gotta do that. You gotta get Leroy down the street right now. He will cook you a goddamn gumbo.
I know. I get it. Well, then,
and he won't even actually pay for him. You give him a case of beer, and we cooking that gumbo. I'm serious. You fly one of my buddies from down the bayou to Disney World, give him a place to sleep, and say, "I got you a case of beer," and it will cook you a hell of a jambalaya. I'm not joking. There's a guy down the street, down the bayou from me, that would dig out the ditches on my property for a case of beer.
Really?
He will definitely fly out to Orlando and get put up in whatever resort, Pop Century, All Stars. I don't even care. He will cook you a gumbo and teach your guys for as long as you want. Hell, I'll do it.
Is he gonna wear? Is he gonna wear the belt with a bunch of beers in it and yell "Let's get it"?
No, that is not the real thing. That is not. That okay. That's Houma people. Okay? So like sections of Louisiana,
right?
That's not Houma people. They crazy. we don't wear the belts. We'll just drink the beer regular. But I will look. I'll go over to Riverside. Let me in the back of the house. All I gotta do is do one thing. Give me that okra. Oh, you're gonna put that okra in there?
Nope.
Put that in the trash can.
Right.
And I cook your chicken and sausage gumbo, and it's gonna be delicious.
That's crazy.
Okra does not go in chicken and sausage gumbo. It goes in a shrimp and okra gumbo. So here's the thing. I know I'm getting kind of
No, go for it. We love food.
But you have to understand that it's a very big thing that you don't eat everybody's shrimp and okra gumbo. You just don't, because people don't know how to cook it. If you cook it wrong, it's slimy, it's grimy, It's got this like, weird texture, and it definitely doesn't go in a chicken and sausage gumbo. Limuel, if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. Stop saying it's good. Limuel says the gumbo is good at Riverside. It's edible, but it's not gumbo.
Yeah,
it's not gumbo.
It's
tomatoes do not go in gumbo.
It's like talking to a Texan up here whenever they look at your chili and there's beans in it. They're like, I don't know what your meat bean soup is, but it's not chili.
But you can do that's okay. That's a different thing though. So like they have Texas, like they have different kind of areas of
there's no Pennsylvania gumbo.
Like gumbo is gumbo. Like you just don't put okra in certain gumbos. Stop texting people.
Listen. We're talking about important things here. What not to put gumbo in. That's awesome.
But so, I will say it is edible at Riverside, but it's just not gumbo.
Do you like staying in either of those two resorts?
I do. So I grew up at Riverside. Right. It was Dixie Landings.
When it was Dixie Landings, officially. Yep. Love that.
So so our transition was for the first time I went, my parents were young and stupid and stayed the Contemporary when I was 2 years old. Then whenever we were children and they had bills because they were both teachers. They're both PE teachers. Right. So we stayed off site. Then we graduated to the values. Then we graduated to the moderates as they prolonged their careers. And then we got free dining. So we only ate. I never ate in a Disney restaurant as a child. Like there was the breakfast, the character breakfast back when I was a kid, like when I was two. But then there was like McDonald's in between that because that was just too fancy, too expensive. But then when the free dining came out, that was our September trip. We started going in September, and we never looked back from there. So I guess when I was like 12 forward, we would be a moderate free dining family. You know, awesome. So yes, that's where my love for the Disney food started, and hate, depending on where I went.
Well, look, it can't all be good, right? You can't.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
It's not.
Goofy's Kitchen in California. Don't eat it. Don't do it.
So East Coast wise, favorite restaurant right now?
Favorite dish or favorite restaurant?
You can give me both. I'm cool with that. We can talk.
Okay, so I love the burrata appetizer at Wine Bar George at Disney Springs more than any.
Which one's that?
Burrata is a soft cheese.
Okay.
On like a crustini, but it is just absolutely delicious. There's nothing, and this is why I don't like Space 220 because they have a burrata appetizer, and it doesn't compare to the Wine Bar George. Wine Bar George has a skirt steak for two that's absolutely phenomenal, and they have a tomahawk steak that's super expensive. I think it was like $278 when I got it. But look, hold on. It fed 5 of us. Okay?
Wow.
2.5 pounds. So it ended up working out. I was doing the math in my head. I'm like, is this stupid? Yes. We're going to do it.
Yes.
And it worked out. It fed me, I had two smaller children, me and my 2 smaller children, my wife, and my sister. So, and my sister is adopted. She was like 16 at the time.
Right.
So it fed 5 of us. So it didn't seem as bad. But Jico.
It's not as bad.
Hidden Gem Jico. Go to Jico and Animal Kingdom Lodge. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Love
I've heard
Jico.
Very good things about Jico.
If you want an amazing place that could suck, California Grill. California Grill is either stellar or crap. You don't know. You don't know until you get there. Like, so always get the wonton appetizer. It's like a wonton, not the super. It's just like chilling on a plate. Delicious. Sushi's decent. The oak fired grilled steak is really, really good.
Right.
Unless you have a bad night, and then you spend a bunch of money and you disappoint yourself.
Right.
So is good too.
Yep. Cali Grill brunch was my favorite meal ever.
Grand Cow brunch.
Is it all you can eat and all you can drink champagne?
No,
that's the difference. That's the difference. Did you ever do Grand Did you ever do Cali Grill brunch when it was around?
I've had the brunch as a not as an all you can eat. It was we were having a training there, so we had it there. So we
it was $90 a person.
Damn.
And it was the best value on property.
Nice.
Here's why.
What do you think about? Okay, good.
So here's why. All you can drink champagne. Start there. Sushi bar where they'll make anything you want. There's a massive charcuterie board. Okay. It's a la carte, but you can order anything that you want, not just one entree. You can order as many entrees as you want. So I had lobster eggs Benedict, and then a bison burger. All the champagne you can drink, as much other food. I probably could have had a third dish. My daughter, who was she 14 at the time? It would have been 4 years ago. Yeah, shit, she was 12. Ate $90 worth of California Grill sushi.
Holy shit.
Not kidding. Not kidding. Which I mean, in real sushi dollars, that's like $18. But you know, I mean,
yeah. It's two rolls.
But any rate, it was fantastic. Even to this day, if it was $120, I'd still pay for it because you could get there at 10:30 and sit there for 4 hours, eat, and it was your meal for the day. It was so good. You were going to ask a question.
About which one? About Topolino's. So did you do
I haven't done it yet.
the Topolino's before they did away with the extra entrees?
No, I never did Topolino. We haven't done Topolino's at all.
It's so good. Topolino's and Primo Piazza is great restaurants. I mean,
where's Primo Piazza?
That's the quick service downstairs.
Yes, I've eaten there. It's super good, man.
And then the wings from what's the name of the pool bar? It's I forgot what it is, but the garlic wings over there are just so good.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Love it. I'm a big spend $12.50 on the Baseline Tap House charcuterie board and get a pretzel, and that's your meal. Yeah. Have you had it at Baseline?
Yeah, but like I can't do that for dinner. Like I'm gonna so with Disney, I'm gonna like not eat for hours. Like there's gonna be like spans of 18 hours where I don't eat anything, and then I'm just gonna like gorge myself on like so much stuff. Like I'll just do liquid diet at Epcot the whole way around, and then oh my gosh, people stop texting me. Stop. How do I turn it off? No, but like I'll just not eat for hours and then just gorge myself on like Ohana or like some buffet or as me and Mike often do, DoorDash and Taco Bell and getting 2 party packs.
It's the way to win.
Which you don't realize how many tacos that is until they come.
Right. What is it? 10 each? It's a party pack. 10?
It's 12 each.
Yeah.
So it's 24 tacos. So me and Mike were just like devouring tacos one night at Old Key West.
Right.
And like I'm like, how do we have so many tacos left? I thought we only had 12. I'm like counting them. I'm like, we have like 14 left or something like that. Oh wait, we spent $60 on tacos. That's why.
That's crazy.
You gotta come do it one night. We Mike went without me last trip, and I was watching him live in his room at 9 a.m. Sad. He was just sad. He was there like, what do I do now? Nobody wants to go out with me.
9 p.m. I don't know where to go.
Yeah, I don't know where to go, man. He's like, Will, where are you?
Just go to.
Have you done dance hall? Have you done dance hall?
Love Atlantic Dance Hall.
Love it.
Jelly Rolls back in the day. Yep.
Yeah, Jelly Rolls now is kind of weak. No Piano Rob, right?
Nah, dude, it was fantastic. That was my first Piano Rob experience. Was that
he's not still doing it though, right?
No, he's not doing it. No, he's at Boathouse.
Okay.
Yeah. And then occasionally in the UK Pavilion.
Okay, I'm having to check out.
Yeah. Mostly Boathouse brunch right now is probably my favorite brunch on property.
It's hard to get Boathouse. Boathouse is one of the hardest reservations to get.
Yep.
You know why though? Every person from the West Coast, if you're watching West Coast people, they always do Boathouse, and they always get a little ducky drink.
Yeah, they love it.
Every single one of them. Stop it, guys. Try something else.
We-
You're messing up on the reservations for everybody else.
So the other one that looked really good is CityWorks.
Oh, CityWorks is awesome.
The brunch though. Have you done the brunch?
No, the food in general. Don't.
Oh yeah, I know. Totally.
Don't go to CityWorks.
I am a beer nerd, and I love the fact that you can go to CityWorks and there's actual real Florida hazy IPAs, like not some BS ones.
I'm not an IPA fan, but I respect you for it.
It's all good. It's solid. They got it's a great space. It's kind of off the beaten path. The beer list is super good. And the food was solid, man. Those little tacos.
The food's great. So it is great bar food.
Yeah, 100%.
It is amazing bar food. So like if you can't get a reservation at Disney Springs, go to CityWorks. It's always to be available. Oh shit, I shouldn't say that. So don't do that. Don't do that, guys.
Yeah.
It's not any good. It's gross food. Don't do it. The drinks are awful.
Yeah.
Is that one of your favorites at Disney Springs?
Springs, I am a fan of CityWorks. Love Boathouse. Big fan of Splitsville.
Splitsville's fun.
Splitsville sushi's solid.
Another good bar food.
Yeah.
Good bar food. Like it's like just solid. If you can do potatoes and cheese and burgers and stuff like that and macaroni, good. You're good. You can be a successful restaurant.
Even the sushi's good.
Morimoto?
Have not been inside, but we've done the street food.
So okay, it's a good. Yeah,
it's solid. And we've done Wine Bar George for appetizers. Enjoy the heck out of it. Done Homecoming.
Homecoming's good. Hard to get now.
Yeah, it is. For a while, really enjoyed going to Jock Lindsay's. They had some good bar food on their menu as well. I've
done just drinks at Jock Lindsay's most times.
Yeah.
What do you?
Good.
I was gonna say, what do you think about Enzo's and Enzo's Hideaway?
Done Enzo's. I think I ate there once.
I feel like there's not a great Italian restaurant on property, like not a good one. Like it's all okay. Like, and then the Hideaway, I had a bad experience. I love old fashions. Love old fashions.
Yeah.
And they had a holiday old fashioned. I think it was last year in December.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible. Like you can't throw a mint or peppermint into my old fashioned. You can't. No. It's so bad.
Oh, yeah, that'd be bad. No, and Enzo's was solid. I really like the Edison. I think it's a great space.
I'm not one of the few restaurants I've not eaten at.
Yeah, it's solid. I think we just did an appetizer there. My wife and I went down like right after it opened. It was like it might have been 2 weekends after. It was race weekend 2018, and we hit that. We ended up eating at Jock Lindsay's, but we grabbed some drinks. The menu isn't super interesting for me at the Edison, but I love the space. So it's like maybe there's an appetite. Yeah, an appetite. I just like my thing with Springs is I like just grabbing a beer and walking around, and then grabbing another one, and that just keep going. Like I like the city walk vibe, right? Like just kind of.
If you don't know what you're doing at Springs, I recommend that you walk up to Jock Lindsay's, Wine Bar George, the little music area right there, Morimoto's. What's the cookie bar? The cookie place? Gideon's. That area right there is where you want to go. If you don't know what you're doing, go there.
Yep.
Like you're gonna find you can go drive an amp car if you want right there. You can listen to loud music. You can grab a glass of wine. You can get you a mixed drink. You can get a cookie. Everything's right there. That's the best. Like that is the most static. Like static, the wrong word. That's still the most movement in the area. Like the most stuff going on is right there in that area. So that's where I always try to put people. And go ahead and sign up for that early. Get on your phone and get that early cookie entry thing.
Well, yeah. So that's solid. The thing about Springs is, if you are only trying to book through the Disney app,
Oh yeah,
don't.
big tip.
Don't.
Don't listen, guys. Don't listen to this.
Don't listen to this. But what's it? I forget what the app's called. Is it Open Table, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you book through Open Table, you'll find everything. Oh, we didn't even say Raglan Road, dude.
Okay, so I love Raglan. I just
Mhm.
don't like English, Scottish, whatever food. I'm not a fan of that food. But seriously though, like Raglan is fun as hell. Like you're gonna have fun. You're gonna drink you a beer and watch the dancing, and like just it's gonna be loud and it's a great atmosphere. It's just so much in Springs that nobody checks out.
Yep.
Like there's just like most people are like, I'm going to Magic Kingdom. That's another thing too. They go to Magic Kingdom, go to the parks, go to all this stuff. They won't go into the resorts.
Mhm.
You know, so
Yeah.
Springs is actually the third place they would go. You know, after the resorts.
What's your favorite resort to hang out at?
To hang out at. It's Polynesian. Polynesian's always the answer. I mean, there you go. You're in there right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Polynesian is it's got the vibes, it's got the history, it's got the Beatles. The Beatles were there. You know, it's got the fireworks, it's got the lava pool, it's got Trader Sam's, it's got Kona, it's got Ohana. It's the only resort that checks off all the boxes. If I had to go like second, vibe wise, I'd go with Wilderness and Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah.
They have their transportation problems.
Mhm.
So the second resort would be Yacht and Beach.
Yeah.
That's that's the way I go. And Yacht and Beach, guys, should be sold out 24/7, 365 for the price that it is compared to the Polynesian Grand Floridian.
The fact that Yacht Club is not sold out months in advance is bothersome to me.
Well, I don't want them to know that though, because they're just
same. The other one's Boardwalk. Now that they're starting to redo all of the rooms over there, Boardwalk's huge. Big
and they
fan.
got rid of the creepy clown. So clown's
I like
gone.
The clown. It was creepy, but
it
fit. It fit.
You slide into the clown's mouth. It's just weird, you know.
I know. It's odd. It's odd.
I wish they would have gave the pool more character after taking the clown down.
Right.
I wish they would have done something a little bit more extra for that. But they still have the chairs.
Right. So I'm with you. Love the Poly. Love Yacht Club. I think I'd rather stay at Yacht Club over Poly. Yeah. Because of Epcot and Studios. That's why.
Yeah. No, I know. It's like Poly's it's so awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
it's $300 a night cheaper.
I know it is most nights. Like that's not even like a crazy comparison.
No,
like that's like a normal scenario.
Yeah.
Like something.
Good.
I was just gonna say like sometimes, and it doesn't happen often anymore. You can get it for like $375. Like
crazy.
With an AP discount or like Florida resident discount or something like that. But that's that you take that. And that used to be that was expensive. Remember that shit? That was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It used to be super expensive. Now you take that because you can walk to Hollywood Studios. Yep. Guess what they can't do? They can't stop you from walking. So you can go. So if you want to walk at 1 a.m. and go line up for something, the first one in line, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that at Animal Kingdom. You can't do that at Magic Kingdom. Can you do it at Magic? No. You still gotta get the points on the side. You could probably, if you're walking from Contemporary, kind of try to get as early as possible. Speaking of, did you see the video of the girl that said that you could like Uber to Contemporary?
Yeah, I saw it.
I hate that. I hate that so much because like you could.
Yeah, you can.
If not everyone did it.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yep. Well,
guys,
the way around that is minivans, but you're paying for it.
Yeah, you're paying $60. Like, well, sometimes like a $10 ride will be a $40 ride in minivan. You know, and then you can't even get them sometimes. Yeah. So like, I don't know if they're back full force right now, but it was so hard for us to get. Like, we wanted to get the minivan just to film it, to like show the experience and stuff like that. I couldn't even get them at Grand Floridian. I'm at Grand Floridian staying.
Yeah, well, it's tough anywhere near Magic Kingdom to get them. It's easy to get them in. It's hard to get them out. Full disclosure, all we do is minivan. We don't use the buses. Yeah. So we No. My wife wants it to be a minivan. She does not want to do Uber, do any Lyft, whatever. So it's got to be a minivan. And it's budgeted in every trip to do 20. I think we did 28 last trip over 10 days. Yeah.
Holy crap!
But
I was.
But we'll rent points. So we'll get a hotel for, $250 a night at Saratoga or wherever, right? And
that's the safe bet. So this is so people always ask me. I'm always honest. They're like, "What about running DVC points versus using a travel agent or booking directly with Disney?" I said, "Look, if you trust the place you're booking it at, then do it." I've had horror stories of people saying their trips got canceled and stuff like that. But if you know the place you're booking at, or you know the person you're renting from, then do it and save a tremendous amount of money. Yeah. And guess what, guys? I want you to do that. Yeah. But so I just want to throw that out there. Is that it's a risk versus reward situation? That's very big reward. Right. If you pull it off.
So we've only ever used actual friends. Not a service. It's people that we know where it's like, yo, what can we do? We'll send you, here's the check. We're good to go. They'll book it. It's not like we're, doing whatever. But we've done it, dude. One year we stayed at the Poly for 7 nights for $900.
That's crazy.
Totally.
So I had a client the other day that I was quoting them, and it was like something regular. It was like, I think it was Caribbean Beach, and I quoted for a week. And they said, "Hey," and I know this person is from our hometown. They're like, they're gonna let me rent their points or use their points for Grand Floridian for X amount of money. I was like, "Do that."
Yeah, right.
Do that now. And she's like, "Well, can you like get me something comparable?" Like, no,
there's no comparable.
This person I'm talking about, they bought. So this is my view on DVC.
Right.
If you bought DVC in the past,
yes,
you were golden.
Mm-hmm.
If you're to buy DVC right now and ask me if it's worth it, I'm gonna tell you no. But in 10 years, it's probably gonna be worth it.
Yep.
So it's like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want the advice now? If the prices drop, you're screwed. If they go up, you're making it totally gonna be great on it. So you just have to. You're banking on the market going up.
Yep.
If you're buying DVC.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I always want to give there's so many people that I've shoved toward DVC or I've shoved toward they'll come military and they're like, "Oh, you want to buy a package?" I'm like, "No, go buy your military tickets. Your military are tremendously discounted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, go get those. Like, don't. I'm only gonna help you if it helps you.
Yep.
I'm not gonna sell you something that's gonna screw you. And sometimes they even want to book with me, even though it costs more. I'm like, no, I'll still do the same thing, but just get that. Save your money. Tell somebody else I did that for you.
Yeah. And
that's where my marketing is word of mouth. Like, if I treat somebody right, they'll send me to the next person.
I'm a big Gary Vee fan, and the phrasing is, doing the right thing is always the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is, no matter what.
Absolutely.
It's
it hasn't steered me wrong yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, have I missed out on a bunch of sales? Absolutely. But has those sales webbed out into sale? Yes.
Yep.
So maybe that person that's starting out, that's not doing that for their clients, maybe do that and see where your business goes from there.
Yep. The right thing is always the right thing.
Always.
All right, man. Well, look, I think we'll end it there. It's been 2 hours, if you can believe it.
I'll tell you, you have to shut up.
So look, man, everyone, look, bottom of the screen, go check out Will on everything. Check out his travel agency. What is it? TravelAgentWilliam.com. And also, which I didn't put down below because I didn't have it or know it. What? Castle Life Creations.
Yeah, Castle Life Creations. We have a sale August 6th, 9 a.m. Pacific, which would be, is the math right?
Noon.
12.
Noon.
Yeah, noon Eastern.
Yes.
We sell out in about 15 minutes, guys. So if you want a shirt, you got to get on there quick. So
cool. Make sure you check him out on TikTok. He's always there. He's always live. Love it.
Always.
I'm gonna end it. We'll talk in a hot minute, man. Appreciate you all. Thank you. Love you all. Peace.
Bye.